Bernsey, we're at the two-thirds poll of the high school football season, Central State A Conference. This week we go back to city play. The first game we're going to talk about won't take long.
The first game we're going to talk about won't take long, and to tell you the truth, Ruppert, I'm not sure the second one will either.
No.
Yeah, you got SHG playing Southeast. The only saving grace is it's at Southeast, so the fans won't have to go very far to see a pretty good football team in Sacred Heart Griffin. 34-year winning streak. It's amazing. You figure they'd Forrest Gump their way into a win somewhere along the way or something, but it's just there's virtually no shot. No shot this year.
The only thing more amazing
Southeast is just struggling.
Only thing more amazing is the Cubs going 100 years between winning a World Series. This one ranks right up there as far as I'm concerned. 1974, Southeast wins 18-14. Haven't won since. There have been some moderately close games, but we've got this one penciled in for the number 3 team in Class 6A, Sacred Heart Griffin. The other game is Springfield High and Lanphier, and the Senators showed something last week in Taylorville.
Yeah, the bubble burst. They're a good team, but they haven't played anybody. Well, that one's gone. They played a good team on their home turf, and they won. And they had to fight them off in the end. I mean, Taylorville's a good football team. Alex Thimblecamp showed a lot of heart, in the fourth quarter. I mean, he just took it upon himself to bring his team back in that game, and he almost did it.
Big 63-yard run there late, and put them in pretty good shape. The other game, Friday night, I should say, is at Chatham. Lincoln and Glenwood. That one's been almost as one-sided. Lincoln got the one win, 14-10, but Glenwood, Ben Bartlett might be back for Glenwood. That could make a difference.
That will make a difference for them, although you can't figure Glenwood's going to have a lot of trouble with Lincoln. Lincoln might give them some problems here and there early on, but you got to figure that's Glenwood's game to lose. And then
hangover. I don't think there's any hangover from the SHG game. I think they bounced back. In fact, I think Glenwood probably is fairly proud of the way they played against SHG. That was really not a 3-touchdown game. John Lance goes 103 for the touchdown in the end. And I mean, you looked at the statistics afterwards. Glenwood's got an advantage. But especially throwing the ball.
When you look at John Lance, they did a great job of taking him out of the offense. So Lance says, okay, I'll make my presence the other way. I'll pick the ball off. I'll go the other way. I'll win the game that way. Game of the week's Taylorville-Jacksonville.
No doubt. That's a Saturday game?
It's a Saturday afternoon game, and I don't want to say it's a must-win for Jacksonville, but it's pretty much the next best thing to a must-win.
This is their playoff game.
Yeah, right? they got to get it done now. And I've gotten a couple of looks at Taylorville now, and Taylorville's good. And we've talked about this before. Last year was the bump year for Taylorville. This is a legitimate Taylorville team, folks. Jacksonville hopefully has got itself together, got itself regrouped somehow because, to be honest, they can't afford to lose another game. They just can't.
They can't afford to lose another game. And I wondered about the psyche of Taylorville. Got a 15-yard penalty coming out of the chute. They were 15 yards penalized right in the beginning and got punts blocked on their first 2 offensive series. So they had a rally once they got things together. I think Jacksonville may feel some of the feedback of the Springfield High game for Taylorville. They may have something to prove. Justin Rare will be back. He missed that game. Their number 1 receiver. So those seniors want to get that win, that 100th win for Coach Alberson, and they got to get 8 this year to do it. And the only way to get 8 this year is they've already lost 1. You got to win out.
It's you got to like Taylorville's chances. I just think Jacksonville's just not real consistent right now. Although when you've got a player like Blake Snedeker, you've got some kids like Jacob Mills who can get you in a ball game. But I like Taylorville in that one.
I like Taylorville in that game too. Check us out. Let us know if we're right. Let us know if we're wrong. This has been a Scouting Report. www.sj-r.com. Back next week.